Arnold Schwarzenegger flies 6,000 miles to meet his childhood hero in 1966 and gets told he's too small, too young, and too inexperienced to matter. What happens in the next 12 minutes doesn't change the hero's mind. It plants a question the hero can't answer for 20 years. Johannesburg, South Africa, August 1966. Reg Park's gym sits in a warehouse district, industrial area, no signs, just an address locals know. Brick building, single story, aluminum roof that pings when it rains. You find it by asking or you don't find it at all. Inside smells like iron and sweat and concrete dust. No air conditioning, just heat. African heat that makes everything slower, makes breathing deliberate. Big industrial fans in corners, moving air around, not cooling, just circulating. The floor is concrete, painted gray decades ago, paint worn through now in paths, where people walk, where weights drop, dark stains, oil, chalk, sweat that's soaked in and never dried, equipment old, heavy, built to last, barbells with fixed plates, dumbbells in pairs up to 150 pounds, squat rack welded from pipe, bench press with padding crack, everything functional, nothing new, nothing decorative, maybe 15 men training, serious men, dock workers, laborers, men whose strength came from necessity before it became sport. They move weight because that's what they do, not for trophies, for capability. Reg Park works near the back, 6 feet 1 inch, 235 pounds. Bigger in person than photos suggest. Shoulders like architecture, arms thicker than most men's legs. He's 38 years old, 3-time Mr. Universe. Hercules in 5 films. The face that made Arnold want to lift weights at age 13. He wears simple clothes, gray sweatpants, white tank top, beat up. His hands are huge, calloused, the kind that have moved tons of iron over decades. He loads a barbell, 405 pounds, shoulder press, standing, no belt, no supports, just strength. Arnold enters, 19 years old, 6 feet 2 inches, maybe 210 pounds, big for his age. Small by this gym's standards. He carries a small bag. His English is rough, German accent thick. He traveled 30 hours to get here. 3 flights. Money saved for months. He stops inside the door, looks around, searching, then sees Reg, his hero, the man from the magazines, the Hercules, the reason he started. An older man approaches, gray hair, gym manager, help you. Arnold's accent makes every word difficult. I am here to meet Reg Park. You know Reg? No. But I write letters. He says come if I am in South Africa. The manager looks skeptical. You got an appointment? No appointment. Just, I come. The manager walks toward Reg, says something quiet. Reg glances over, sees Arnold, nods once, finishes his set. 12 reps, controlled. The bar moves smooth. He racks it, walks over. Reg extends his hand. You're the Austrian kid, the one who writes the letters. Arnold shakes it. Reg's grip like stone. Yes. Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's quite a name. Yes. Reg looks him over, studies him, the size, the youth, the eager face. You said in your letters you won Junior Mr. Europe. Yes. 2 months ago. How old are you? 19. Reg almost smiles. Almost. I won my first Mr. Universe at 23. You're ahead of schedule. Arnold doesn't know how to respond, just stands there. Reg says, you came all this way to meet me? Yes. Why? You are my hero. Since I am 13. I see you in magazine. I decide this is what I want. Reg studies him. Something in those young eyes. Certainty that shouldn't exist yet. You want to be Mr. Universe? Yes. And movies. Like you. Movies are harder than competitions. I know. Reg crosses his arms. You training today? If you allow. It's a public gym. You don't need permission. Pause. But if you want to train with me, that requires keeping up. Arnold nods. I keep up. They train for 90 minutes. Back and shoulders. Reg's working weight is Arnold's maximum. The gap obvious. Painful. But Arnold doesn't quit. Doesn't ask for lighter weight. Just struggles through. Grinds out reps that barely move. His form breaks down. His breathing ragged. But he finishes every set. Reg watches. Not helping. Not encouraging. Just observing. Looking for something. Testing something that isn't about weight. After, they sit on a bench. Both soaked. Arnold's hands shaking from effort. Reg calm. Barely winded. Reg says, you're weak. Arnold nods. Yes. Too small for heavyweight. Yes. Your technique needs work. Yes. Reg studies him. But you didn't quit. No. Why not? Because this is what I came for. Reg leans back. Most guys who come here want me to tell them they're great. Want me to see potential. Want me to predict their future. Arnold says nothing, just listens. You didn't ask for any of that. You just lifted. Even when the weight was too heavy. Even when you looked stupid struggling. Arnold's jaw tightens slightly, but he doesn't argue. Reg continues. That means something. Not sure what yet, but something. They sit in silence for maybe 20 seconds. Just breathing. The gym noise around them. Weights dropping. Men working. Then Reg says, how long you in South Africa? 2 weeks. You can train here every day. Same time. I'll be here. Arnold looks at him. You will train me. I'll train with you. Not the same thing. You'll do the work. I'll watch. Maybe correct some things. We'll see if you're serious or just enthusiastic. I am serious. Everyone says that. Most aren't. Over the next 2 weeks Arnold trains with Reg every day. No special programming. No secret techniques. Just work. Heavy work. Honest work. Reg corrects form. Points out weaknesses. Doesn't praise. Doesn't encourage. Just states facts. On the last day Reg says, you're going back to Austria? Yes. Then to Germany. To train. You need to go to America. California. That's where bodybuilding is going. That's where the future is. I have no money for America. Then make money. Save. Do whatever it takes. But get to California. You stay in Europe, you'll be a big fish in a small pond. You go to America, you'll be forced to become something bigger. Arnold nods. Processing. Reg adds, and fix that name. Schwarzenegger. Nobody in America will say it right. It is my name. I know, but it'll be a barrier. Think about it. Arnold doesn't respond to that. Reg extends his hand. You have potential. Not sure how much. But you have the one thing that matters more than genetics. What is that? You're willing to look stupid while you learn. Most guys with big egos can't do that. They need to look good even when they're bad. You don't care. That's rare. They shake hands. Arnold flies home. Thinks about everything. The training. The advice. The criticism. The challenge. 3 years later, 1969, Arnold wins Mr. Universe. Not Junior. The real one. He's 22. He immediately books a flight to America. California. Gold's Gym. Just like Reg said. He writes Reg a letter. You were right. America is different. The competition is real. I am getting better because I have to. Reg writes back. Good. Stay there. Don't come back to Europe until you're the best in the world. Arnold wins Mr. Olympia in 1970. 23 years old. Reg's prediction right. Ahead of schedule. They stay in touch for decades. Letters. Phone calls. Visits when Arnold comes to South Africa for business. The student surpasses the teacher. Becomes more famous. Makes more money. Bigger movies. Bigger career. Everything Reg predicted and more. But Arnold never forgets. In every interview about his career he mentions Reg Park. He showed me what was possible. Not just the body. The whole life. Movies. Business. Family. He did it first. I just followed the map he drew. Reg passes away in 2007. 79 years old. At the funeral Arnold speaks. Tells the story about being 19, flying to South Africa, being told he was too weak, too small, too inexperienced. He didn't lie to me, didn't tell me I was great when I wasn't. He told me the truth, and then he showed me how to fix it. That's what a real mentor does. Not cheerleading. Engineering. Someone asks him later what Reg taught him that mattered most. Arnold thinks, then says, that looking stupid while learning is temporary. Refusing to learn because you're afraid of looking stupid is permanent. That gym in Johannesburg, August 1966, 12 minutes. A 19-year-old kid lifting weight he couldn't handle. A legend watching him struggle and seeing something worth nurturing. Not talent, not genetics, just willingness. Reg didn't give Arnold confidence that day. He gave him a standard. Be willing to be the worst in the room if that room has the best. Be willing to struggle in front of your hero if struggling is how you learn. So here's the question. Not for Arnold. For you. When was the last time you deliberately put yourself in a room where you were the weakest? Where people could watch you struggle? Where your hero could see you fail? And how many years have you spent avoiding those rooms, protecting your ego, staying comfortable in spaces where you're already good enough? Which person are you? The 19-year-old willing to fly 6,000 miles to look weak in front of his hero? Or the person who stays home because the risk of looking stupid feels worse than staying stagnant?